Hi guys, welcome back to the preview of India versus West Indies Test Series. We've got Aditya Mehta on the panel today. He's as rare as India getting an Asia Cup trophy these days. But let's move past that. We are now moving from the T20 to the Test setup. Uh, Obviously, it's the home season, and you would expect India to win. We've got an unbeaten streak till 2025. Oh, एक second, नहीं कुछ तो गलत बोला ना शायद. लास्ट सीरीज हार गए थे क्या हम लोग 3-0 से. व्हाइट वॉश इंडिया, वो भी अश्विन रोहित और कोहली के साथ. So I think now it's going to be a complete reset, and no better team than West Indies to do that, so that you can start 2-0 fresh and then regain that winning streak. So without further ado, let's start with the preview. The first match starts today in Ahmedabad. It's a 9:30 start, but despite that, just I want to say that I saw the pictures of the pitch, and it's gonna be a green top. It's gonna be the greenish wickets that India has ever played on, even with like considering Virat Kohli's tenure as captain. So you might as well expect two premium fast bowlers plus one bowling all rounder in Nitish Kumar Reddy. But now I'll throw the platform wide open for the all members that are there. The other two.
See, I think Shamar Joseph and Alzarri Joseph missing out from the West Indies squad is a big blow. Um, Both the matches, I think, would be one-sided. If I'm being very frank with you, I expect nothing less than an innings defeat in both for the West Indies, simply because the experience is lacking in that squad.
Correct.
The quality of batters are not that great. If you leave out Rostin Chase from that lineup, overall the batting experience is not something that you would be scared of as an opposition. And in terms of India's bowling, it's been strong. They have been doing well. But yeah, let's hope that it's a good contest tomorrow.
Aditya, what do you expect from West Indies point of view? The last test match that they played, they got all out for 27 against Australia. And I don't think they have a good quality bowling or batting lineup for that matter. Okay. Rehan, let's ask one question to you. Yeah.
So if I can just carry forward the point that domestic cricket is at a pretty weak stage, with players prioritizing T20 formats and T20 leagues around the world,
Correct.
that is not helping their cause a lot. You don't see talent being nurtured there. That's why you see such poor results against Australia and other oppositions. And you don't consider them to be a part of that test series and the test championship because the quality of players are just not good enough. Uh, I don't know, maybe in the future they will make a decision of having two tiers of countries where the top performing countries would be playing against each other, and there might be a relegation between the bottom playing countries. But that's a long term vision. But speaking of West Indies, they have a long way to go in test matches at least.
Aditya, I was going through a stat recently. It said that 2006 was the last time West Indies won a test match in India. It's been 19 years after that. They've come, I think, minimum 5 or 6 times. The last time they came in was in 2018, but after that too, there's not been real tough cricket played from their side. So, what should Indian fans expect from an Indian team perspective?
See, first of all, condolences to my Christian brothers because two Josephs are missing from the West Indies squad, and that massively weakens their squad, first of all. I honestly feel, from an Indian point of view, anything except a ruthless clinical performance from India will be seen as something negative for me, especially after the last series loss against New Zealand. I feel like this is the right platform for India to, kick back that machine again, get that engine rolling, and just go through West Indies like they should. As they are not the number one test team anymore, but they definitely need to show that in home conditions India is unbeatable. And I think anything except West Indies losing by an innings in both the matches would be honestly seen as India performing below their level.
And talking about India's squad, I think we are going in full strength for an under under full strength West Indies squad for their side as well. But you've got Jasprit Bumrah playing on a green top tomorrow. You have Kuldeep Yadav being the highest wicket taker in the Asia Cup. You have Jadeja batting and bowling as well. You've got openers in Jaiswal. You have openers in KL Rahul. But I think two slots that we have to figure out is the number three and number five. Obviously, with in the long term, with Rishabh Pant coming back in, he comes back in at number five. But then who is your number six designated batsman in India and abroad, and who plays number three? Because you've not chosen Karun Nair for this series, you've got options in Dhruv Jurel, Sai Sudarshan, and Devdutt Padikkal.
I think Sai Sudarshan makes a case for himself there.
Where which
In
position?
England, he at number three is what I
Okay.
feel. Especially at a wicket like Ahmedabad, I think that would be good for him because he's played a lot of cricket there. But very disappointed with the selection of Devdutt Padikkal. I don't see how he makes it to the side when you have a line of batters who are already waiting for their chance. I'm speaking of Sarfaraz and Abhimanyu Ishwaran. I think they have been carried on, and not getting an opportunity in England was something surprising. But not seeing them in the 11 is a little disappointing, and it would not be it would be demoralizing for both of them. Sarfaraz has done decently well against New Zealand. I remember he scored 150 or something in
Yeah.
the Bangalore test. But after that, he really hasn't got an opportunity to play a test overseas. Uh, he could have been your designated number six batter because he bats with the tail decently well. But now they are in a bit of a confusing state, I would say. With Dhruv Jurel in the side, you pick him or not, it's a question. Bumrah could have been rested, in my opinion. You could
Correct.
have probably given someone else an opportunity and taken the load off Jasprit, but that's the squad.
Aditya, with
Uh,
Shreyas Iyer, yeah, deciding to quit cricket, red ball cricket for at least 6 months, and his future in the Test cricket as well hanging somewhere, I don't know. But there have been reports saying that Rajat Patidar, with being the India A captain and a lot of things, he might come in for the next series if these guys fail to perform. So, what are your expectations for the number five or number six slot for from an Indian perspective?
uh, so yeah, I think at three Sudarshan definitely. At five now, I think at least in Indian conditions, the advantage of having all three of your spinners bat, you don't really need to play a proper batsman like Devdutt Padikkal at five. I feel like Washington Sundar, Jadeja, and Dhruv Jurel, they are your 5, 6, 7. You play them in whichever order you want. It's the same to me. I don't feel Devdutt Padikkal makes a case for him to be included in this side because honestly, his performances, the one or two tests that he's played, he's not really been impressive or anything like that. So I think, regardless of the green top pitch, you can go with all three of your spin all rounders, and you can then play your two pacers, or also make a case for Nitish Kumar Reddy. I would rather see him and one of Bumrah or another pacer rather than seeing Devdutt Padikkal at five. And Shreyas Iyer, from what I read, he's had a lot of issues with his back. And from what I've heard, he's told the BCCI that a longer format is something that is causing a lot of pain, and he might not be able to play that. So I think that's the only reason he's been excluded, because I think he would have made a great number five.
My only question to both of you is that could India have picked an India A squad for this series rather than actually picking a mainstream squad and putting your main players and giving them game time?
But then
Could they
there's no
have
point
taken
of
in?
doing it ना मतलब anyways they've had a month long break after the England series. कोई क्रिकेट ही नहीं है तो rather than play ना because see anyways South Africa will be coming to India within a couple of months and they are the WTC champions so you can't take them lightly even when you play them in India. If your best players are short on game time in red ball then it will be a problem because obviously points are at stake. अगर हार गए इंडिया ए वाली टीम तो क्या करेंगे?
Which is the
You
chances
have
are
12
zero
हाँ
to none.
Yeah, but there are 12 points to like at stake to pick
at
up in the
stake.
WTC. So correct,
I
and
agree with you.
you obviously want to stat pad in this series. You want Jadeja, Shubman to score 200, Jadeja 100, Jadeja to pick a fifer, Bumrah to pick a fifer, Jaiswal to get back at number three, number two in the ICC Test match rankings. So a lot of things in terms of personal milestones to achieve. But let's move on to the next section. Before we move on to Aditya, I'll ask you. Who is your player to watch out for from both India and England perspective, and West Indies perspective?
Jaiswal for India, I think he's someone who needs to prove a point. He has not been in that T20 side anymore. You have Abhishek and Shubman Gill at the top. So he would like to make a case for himself, be amongst the runs, feel little positive. In terms of bowling, definitely it would be Bumrah because you're going to play at a green top and the
Right.
batting is not going to be that great. So you expect him to pick up quite a few wickets. From West Indies, Rostin Chase has some big shoes to fill. I would be personally interested to see Chanderpaul Jr., Tagenarine Chanderpaul, see how he goes about things. Bowling wise, I would have been really happy to see Shamar Joseph. He bowls really quick. But Jomel Warrican, who is a left arm spinner, I think I'll be interested to see him.
Aditya.
So for me from India, I think it will be Jaiswal because it's been a while since he's played after being excluded from the Asia Cup, and he's sort of tapered off from the white ball format now. So I feel like it's again his chance to prove his dominance. So for me, Jaiswal, and bowling wise, I just want to go off field and say Axar Patel because again it seems like he's also been out of sorts with the test team in the past 1 year where he's not been getting a spot consistently, so I'd like to see him perform. For West Indies, honestly, it would have been Shamar Joseph was that one pacer that I was looking forward to see, but now that he's not there, I'll probably I don't see anything that good in West Indies' batting. So from a bowling point of view, I'd go with probably a Jaden Seals or some other quick bowler like that who might actually shine through in the tour if there are some green tops that he can exploit. So yeah, that's the players to watch out for me.
For me, I think from an Indian perspective, I would go a bit off field and say I would really like to see how Rahul plays. Because he's been there and thereabouts in India. Abroad, he's been performing consistently, but he's never performed or excelled in Indian conditions. I would like to see him exploit these batting conditions to the fullest and not just nail down his score, his place in the squad, that is absolutely done, but also shut down all the critics at least for a year or two because right now it's his time to shine. From a bowling perspective, I would like to see how Siraj performs after that England series. The fifth test match, uh, it was all Siraj, and for the first time, you might just see India winning with Jasprit Bumrah being in the playing 11. So that will also happen. And from a West Indies point of view, my batsman to watch out for would be Shai Hope. A lot of expectations lie both on him and Brandon King, but I think Shai Hope being the I think limited overs captain, also the vice captain. I don't know for this one, but he is their best batter at the moment, apart from Rustin Chase. So him. And my bowler, obviously, when I'll go with Aditya, what he said, Jaden Seals, he played extremely well in against Australia. He picked up beautiful wickets. I remember him picking up wickets of Cameron Green in the slip cordon. Oh, sorry, the slip cordon. I just mentioned our channel's name, but okay. So yeah, I think India will win, and we'll be back with the day one, day two, day three preview. We don't know yet. It depends on the amount of work that we three do and if it's an offer or not. But we'll be back at the end of the test match for sure. With that, guys, thank you for watching. And I would like to thank Aditya for such brilliant coordination despite having mic issues. Thank you.